Peace be with you. So this is the 6th video in the Arrogance series, and in the next couple of videos I want to talk about consequences of arrogance. If we choose to be arrogant, the first consequence I wanted to talk about is blindness. God tells us in the Quran that if we become arrogant, we will never even see the right path, and we will not follow the right path, and then we know where that leads. The ultimate destiny of anyone that is not on the right path is hell. So if we say we are Muslims, but we allow arrogance to become our character trait, then God tells us clearly what's going to happen. And this is in the 7th chapter of the Quran, verse 146. And in here God says, "And I will turn away from my communications, from my signs, from my ayahs, those who are unjustly proud in the earth. And if they see every sign, they will not believe in it. And if they see the right path, they will not take it for their path. And if they see the path of error, they will take it for their path. This is because they rejected our communications, or our signs, our ayahs, and were heedless of them." So if we choose to be arrogant, if we become arrogant by accident, it doesn't matter if we choose to or not. If we become arrogant even without knowing, then we know we are like the devil, and the God doesn't even want to show us the right path anymore. So we will become completely blind. This is why arrogance is so important, or staying away from it is so important. If we become arrogant, that's it. You are blind possibly for the rest of your life. You will never see the way. You will waste your life away, and then you will be punished by God, cast out by God on Judgment Day. This is how important it is. So because of this, it is so important for every Muslim to sit down and every day and look at their interaction with other people and look at their mindset and say, am I the arrogant one? Because you can't see it. And if you don't do that and you don't see it and you go around living your life as an arrogant person, then God is just going to add on to that. And now you won't be able, before you couldn't see arrogance, now you won't be able to see anything. And you're going to walk around thinking I'm a Muslim, and you're going to die as the most despised people with God. So this is what we have to be careful. This is kind of repeated in another verse. Basically, God tells us in the 28th verse and the 83rd, 28th chapter, 83rd verse. God tells us that arrogant people are not allowed in heaven. And it says, the home of the hereafter, we assign it to those who have no desire to exalt themselves, to make themselves great in the earth, nor spread corruption, and the good end is for the righteous. So if we end up arrogant, not only will God make us blind, but we will not be admitted into heaven no matter what. I don't care if you call yourself a Muslim or not. Even if you call yourself a Christian. In the 23rd chapter of Matthew, verse 12, we're basically told, for those who exalt themselves will be humble, and those who humble themselves will be exalted by God. So humble people are exalted by God, and the arrogant ones will be humbled for sure. So that is one of the consequences of arrogance. Peace be with you.